What up, though? This your boy Cuzin P, and you're tuned in to the
Spot.
spot where the ears meet the street.
Here with the players, the best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you. Damn, I don't even know. I gotta get the shit where your ear eat. What is it? Where your ears meet the street. Where your ear meet the street. The spot where your ear meet the streets, man.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Alaska with The Spot where the ears meet the streets. I'm here with two really special guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Flighty from the hip hop duo Sweet A.
I'm Towns from the very same duo.
Same one. You guys are part of the same duo.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
kind of the
How you
whole
guys doing
thing.
today?
Pretty solid, dude. We just played some backyard basketball, got winded after 8 minutes,
Who won?
sweated out all the caffeine. Oh, we tied, right?
I think it was tied.
Okay.
Yeah, I won in theory.
In theory, you won.
Yeah.
We was trying to break the tie, but we're like, man, we got to get unsweaty, and my lungs is
You gotta
giving
get
out.
here.
Flighty got dunked on.
You got dunked on? Nah.
False, scandalous, libelous.
Next time you guys play, I need you guys to record it so we could really see who the winner is.
True.
Yeah, I always wanted to lie on the internet.
You always want to be a liar.
Funny part is he could dunk on me if he could dunk. I can dunk, but I can't do it like with any defense.
Man, I have years of struggle.
Years of
weighing me
struggle.
down.
Let me dunk. For those people who may not know who Sweet A is, introduce yourselves and tell us who we're sitting down with today. We know your name, but we want to know more about you guys.
Like as individuals,
Yeah.
not as
And
a
how you
group.
guys kind of met.
Right. Hell yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah. You can take it.
Yeah. I'm Gabriel, aka Flighty. Let's see. I'm from here. I was raised by a single father who was a broke actor around this area. So he also had no car. So a lot of moving around, a lot of walking. Got to know the city real well. A lot of cool aunties. And yeah, I was like a theater kid by default, kind of. And that slowly turned into like, wanted to be a writer, then a journalist, then a poet, and that turned into rap. So yeah, by the time I was like 16, I was leaning into that. And then shortly after that, I discovered sex and drugs, and everything else got kind of put on the back burner.
Life got amazing.
Right.
Something
And then
like
it got
that.
terrible. But yeah, I also met this fool, and we went through a lot together.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm Towns. I was raised. My dad's a musician. My mom's a visual artist, and they both have like regular jobs too. You know, we met in high school. Me and this guy, and the original idea for the duo was that I was gonna be doing like production stuff, and I rapped. But the idea was kind of that he was gonna be at the forefront of the MC and stuff, and I was going to work on the music. And then I kind of realized that I liked writing and didn't just want to freestyle, and you know and then it kind of became a 2 MC deal over that kind of couple years from we were like 16, 17.
Yeah. Yeah, he
yeah.
could like play instruments and like write songs for real. And I just rapped. So the joke for a while was that I was teaching him how to rap, but cannot say that anymore. No, sir.
What instruments do you play?
I can fuck around on guitar, bass, drums. I produce a little bit. It's actually, I think that's the first time we've ever like talked about that part. And
Yeah.
I think everyone just assumes that I'm just some asshole kid. But I'm not like an incredible musician by any means.
I think you are. I saw you on stage and I was like, I need to know these guys. Like,
appreciate
I was so drawn to you guys. I thought it was great. You guys have a lot of presence on stage for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just mean I can't, like, I'm not like the greatest instrumentalist ever. But yeah, that was kind of how that happened. And then we ended up we can't tell too many stories on here, but we like a lot of our early stuff was kind of written. We were dating these two girls who lived together, and we kind of like lived there, and then they put us out on the same day.
Oh, shit.
We were like,
So we didn't date two girls who lived together. We you and your girlfriend moved in with me and my girlfriend, but I was only living there because I was homeless and her roommate moved out.
So they put our stuff on the porch on the same day, and then we're like, man, we better get good at rapping.
It's about that time to be a great rapper.
Yeah, because we ain't got nothing else going on. You know?
Yeah, no, they talked. They were like, "Girl, what are we doing with the broke rappers?"
All they do is freestyle all night. I can't take it anymore.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's all this is. There's no meaning to our music. We're just trying to prove something to our exes.
There you go. I
Pretty
love
much,
that.
Yeah.
Was music something you guys both had in common from the beginning, or did it come later?
The main thing, yeah.
No, that was definitely something that we bonded over.
Yeah.
That, and then we were in like the same homeroom, and we had a teacher. Shout out to Mac, who was very he's very like discussion oriented about like topics about things like how fucked up this country is and how like terrible, just like the actual history of the United States,
the real
and what was really he was definitely on some like revolutionary stuff, and we did a lot of kind of bonding in that class through discussions about that stuff. And
he also saw right through our bullshit and had the right amount of tolerance for it. And
every day was a mini intervention.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you guys say that your music is revolutionary? Do you speak about that in your music?
I wouldn't say that our music is revolutionary. I would say that it could be, and that's like one of the goals for sure. But I definitely think that times where revolution is required, art is also required to continue being made. And I think we make a lot of unabashed observations that, if you zoom out, are indicative of a lot of things that rage needs to be incited about.
Yeah.
We need to kill billionaires in the streets.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll put on a mask. I'll get a bat.
I would say it's not educated or informed enough to be revolutionary, but it's angry enough.
Yeah, there you go. About specific topics.
About the right thing.
Good, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we make protests. We make like external protest music sometimes, and we're working on a project with Rashawn Bell and Coffee the Great that is more in that direction. But also, I think like for me personally, trying to change the world outside of myself, and not to change the world sounds like super crazy, but like trying to affect change also has to do with like affecting change within myself and changing my belief systems and the things that I struggle with. So I think like in some ways, like even the more personal songs that are more internally focused are also about it's about things like anger and masculinity and like drug use and a lot of the things, the kind of worser sides of myself. Yeah. Right. So yeah.
A little raw, open.
Yeah.
Authentic. I love that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like you got to talk about both.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. The whole, the full circle. The true. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. No, we can't be revolutionaries until we solve some shit.
That makes sense. We all do. Yeah.
And yeah, a couple albums in, we might have all that old shit out. Maybe on the next project. But yeah, we
Fingers
definitely
crossed.
have more introspection, more internal wars to write about. But, yeah.
what's the meaning behind the name Sweet A, and how did you guys come up with it?
Ooh, can I do this one?
Yeah.
So we were just asking ourselves that question one day at our favorite little skate spot / drinking spot, and we looked up, and across the parking lot was a door that said Sweet A. I'm not going to reveal where that is, but it's not too far from here. It's on the grid. It's behind some businesses, and so that just happened to be where we kicked it. And at the time, the appeal was the lack of meaning with the name, right? It's just a little in joke. We thought that was super cool and kind of like anti. But then we hung out there so much that like we had a lot of weird experiences there, and met a lot of like colorful characters. First of all,
That's what happens
Not
when you
of-
hang out in alleyways. That's not
Yeah.
like crazy.
some of which we're not sure are real, and then got pretty fucked up in many different ways on many different occasions. So the place started to feel like it had some weird energy to it, and we continued to get high and talk about like, dude, what do you think is beyond the door, man? And as we kind of got more into like, I guess, spirituality, but only to the means of recovery from addiction, we started to kind of work that in basically to the door thing. Where like Sweet A is just the door to whatever it is, right? The dream, the underworld, the Twilight Zone,
I love that.
whatever's between the realms. So yeah, some meaning came from a really insignificant little in joke.
Spot. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, it became a vehicle for imagination in a place.
Well said.
And also it's real. Like it's also like the weird stuff is real.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it really
no, for
happened.
sure.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a thing that we made up. Like
Yeah.
there's a portal.
Nah, some
You
shit
know.
happened. Yeah.
So have
Shit
you
we can't speak on.
two ever been at that space separate?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think more of the weird things happen when you guys are together?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
totally
Like it's a combination of like your guys' energies and the space, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a collective hallucination.
It's our respawn point.
There, yeah. How would you describe your sound to somebody who's never heard your music before?
Man, I'm so bad at this question.
And yeah, as much as like we love talking about our music, I don't know, I personally kind of hate this question. Maybe it's because I lack imagination and all I can think of are comparisons, but I hate comparisons. I guess I would say like new school boom bap with like Indian punk influences / like samples, undertones, attitudes, mixed with a little bit of like psychedelia.
Yeah, we work with Rashawn Bell a lot, and other producers like XCVI in our collective, and they tend to pull. Rashawn specifically tends to pull for our project from like a lot of like weird like Indian punk stuff, and also just strange. I don't that
Yeah.
dude is something else.
His bag is
But,
bottomless.
Yeah, like the reason that's a difficult question is just because I feel like we have a very specific sound, but that sound is pretty expansive,
Yeah.
like in that specificity, you know. But I think he got it. We've drawn some comparisons to like some of the blog rap stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I like to call it like a postmodernist rap, that wave we have going now.
I like
ever
that.
since like Earl transitioned from the Odd Future sound, and like Mike and Mavi and all them followed. But yeah, back in that day we used to get a lot of like Earl comparisons. one of the like early notes I got was like, you're like Aesop Rock meets Tyler, which I was like, oh, those are two of my favorites.
There you go. So you can
But,
see the influence.
Yeah, and you know, obviously you have to give like little elevator speeches sometimes and like network real quick at a loud bar. So I'll say like Atmosphere meets Earth Gang for the
We were really
duo
I love
effect.
Earth Gang.
really inspired
I
by
love
them early
them.
on. I really
Yeah,
like
biggest
if we're talking
inspiration,
duos.
arguably.
I really like Clips and Pharrell and that kind of stuff. And then yeah, I think that we like stylistically like do have a lot of elements that comes from you know traditional stuff. You know, like I still say like Nas is my favorite rapper.
Okay,
you
yeah.
know. But I think that like we don't ever want to be like so. I don't like the purist thing.
Right.
I don't like rules.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
I think I like respect, but I don't like rules.
Yeah.
Like there's things that you have to understand and respect in regards to the craft, but also like I don't know. Some people trying to make '90s rap like bore me. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go listen to that shit.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Tupac is my favorite rapper still. Also a theater kid and a great poet.
Great poet.
And yeah, we could talk fucking forever about inspiration from East Coast, West Coast, South, and really all like eras. But fuck, what was I gonna say? I started thinking about Tupac.
I love him. I want him tattooed.
Yeah, when it comes to like roots and like tradition and faithfulness versus like growth and innovation, I think, you know, what was special about all these guys that we hold in such esteem is that they were pushing boundaries for their time and innovating the genre. And I think that's really every artist's biggest obligation there is to contribute something in that way.
I love that. I love that. Thank you.
So as much as we have to, you know, especially us as white dudes, like do our homework and, you know, respect the traditions.
I love that. Thank
Like,
you.
We also have kind of extra obligation to contribute something new.
Yes.
And like not just bite.
I
know?
love that. I like that that's still on your forefront because it is important. And we were talking about revolutionary music, so it's still kind of embedded in you guys, and you guys still, you know, respect the space, which is so beautiful. Being from Sacramento, how has the city influenced your music and your overall perspective as an artist?
I got a
Lot
chip
of
on my
ways.
shoulder, man. Can I take this one?
Hell yeah.
I think Sacramento is. I think so. There were like, for about half the time that this duo has existed, I like was like living here and the Bay and kind of between those places. So saying all this with like specifically about Sacramento, I think Sacramento has one of the most like sonically interesting cities ever. Like it's like so cool. Like there's so many artists who are just like way out there doing like really fascinating stuff. Torch, you know. And I think like also I think that like a lot of that comes from my experience growing up here was that like we're not LA in the Bay. Going to LA in the Bay and saying you're from Sacramento, they kind of are like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, man. And I think that like, for as I understand it, like Sacramento has always had to kind of carve out a different thing. Not saying that like there's not relationships in terms of style like from between those places, but yeah, I think Sacramento was just like really kind of this otherworldly place.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like I don't think there's like a lot to do. Like we didn't have. I guess there's like more stuff going on now, but like I don't like a lot of it. But like especially as like prior to being 21, like it was like we had USB microphones in somebody's backyard,
Right.
And that was like that's what there was to do. You know, there wasn't a lot of places to go or things to participate in.
Yeah, man.
So, and I think that breeds this kind of breeds what we have going on here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
In our case, we were just working in kitchens, stealing things, and yeah, hollering at breezies, as my father would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that, like, in terms of how it's influenced us, like, there were no, especially our earlier stuff is, like, really off the wall. It's like,
I love that.
It's out there. And I think that's, like, a really cool thing. I also think that the hip-hop scenes and, like, the punk scenes and, like, noise stuff, like there's, like, it's big enough that there's a bunch of people doing a bunch of stuff in the city, but it's also small enough that like everybody knows each other and it's highly collaborative.
Right.
And also because everybody knows each other, sometimes there's a little
Friction. Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So yeah.
What does each member bring to the group that makes Sweet A work?
He got body odor.
I hate you, bro.
I'm sorry.
I use the firest, girliest deodorants, bro. Ask about me. I smell great.
He smells delicious.
Do you want to like do each other?
I want to watch.
Bro.
Can I watch?
Pause.
Yeah.
I mean, you're here.
Yeah, sure. I think
My kind of people.
I think that's definitely. I don't want to talk about myself because I don't know what I bring to this group.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
where I'm
Besides-
going with this.
Yeah, you
Problems.
do. Yeah.
You know,
All right.
I watched you on that one track. It was just that one track.
Yeah, it's got to be one only. Yeah, so I think him having more of a like just generally musical background and being more well-rounded. He has more knowledge of just like the science of songs and songwriting. He also has a real knack for just like generally defying conventions because he knows those rules so well. So when it comes to like flows, you'll always hear him just standing out with like really creative flow choices. And my personal favorite thing that you bring to the table is just
I don't know
like
what that is.
a really like deep inherent like poetic ability that like has a lot less to do with like practiced, I don't know, word choice, sentence structure, writer shit, and is just very like deeply human. Like you rely a lot less on the acrobatics and the rhyming bells and whistles that I do. Sometimes you just say so much with so little, and that's where I think we complement each other.
I love that. That was such
Thanks, man. I'm gonna cry.
Same.
I am mentally ill. You're right.
I do have a fucked up brain.
That's where that comes from. Yeah. No, I think the like taught me how to rap joke is funny, but also it is like Flighty showed me a lot about, because I was just some kid who like freestyled and like wrote stuff.
Right.
Sometimes like I hadn't like sat down and someone was like, this is how you make the rhyme fall on the two. And these, you do 4 bars at a time, and I think that like we complement each other in the way that like he made me sound really interesting, but also like I on my own will fall apart,
Mhm.
and nothing will make sense. And Flighty's very good at he's incredibly precise.
Mm.
Like if one of us is gonna battle, it's gonna be him.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Okay.
if one of us is going to, he's an objectively better MC.
Oh, I love that.
And he's an objectively better storyteller. He finds ways to, he's like, Flighty kind of built the world for Sweet A, and I color in some parts here and there, you know what I mean? But he really, he's a nerd.
You guys are
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you both are gonna make me cry.
And then I also think that like he doesn't give himself credit for it, but like he has, that same stuff where it's like you'll have two lines and you'll be like, ow, like that hurt, that spoke to me. And I think because you're more structured, like you don't believe that all the time, but like, nah, you can make people cry, you know, if you, or angry, or yeah. He's also just like generally more reasonable than me. Like Flighty brings a lot of like, we shouldn't get in a fight with those people elements to this group. I used to be a bit of a loose cannon.
Really?
Yeah.
And he would reel you in?
Yeah, he was
Wow.
I was the
prevented.
only one who could.
I
He's
love
prevented
you
many an altercation.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, maybe you shouldn't fight that guy. And he'd be like, maybe you shouldn't sleep with that girl. And I'd be like, yeah, you want to go skate and rap? I'll steal a bottle.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you guys faced as an independent duo trying to build your fan base?
Oh man. People
There's a lot of
don't know
challenges.
what the fuck is going on when we get on stage. I think that there's a lot of like people who know hip hop recognize the duo thing pretty quickly, but like audiences who like are maybe a little more casual or like a little like whatever, like are often like, okay, so who's the rap?
Right.
You know, and
That's
we're like,
funny.
Yeah.
it's both of us.
But like, who's the lead singer?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the two of us.
Yeah, I also think just like every artist, time and money is a pain in the ass. There's never enough of either of those things.
100%.
You know.
Yeah. The current landscape makes like just distribution different than it's ever been. It's really challenging. People talk a lot about like the saturation, and I think the music market has always been saturated, but you go through channels. It was never like this free for all that you see all the time like it is now. I don't know. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of like hard work, but that's like, I don't know. That's always very simple and straightforward to me. Personally, what has like challenged me the most and like, like the only aspect that's like made quitting appealing sometimes is just like social media, really. Like and we're not even like big enough to get like hate yet, but just like
Sometimes,
having
Do you
to
occasionally.
Good. No, that means you are big enough.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
we
when
get
people
some
are mean
hate.
to
We
me on
get some
Instagram. I'm like,
hate.
oh my god, so I'm making it now. Yeah.
I get accused
DGK.
of rapping out of the pocket
Haters
frequently,
make me
which is like true, but like shut the fuck up.
It's the secret
You know?
pocket, bro. You
Yeah.
don't know about that.
And like, are you rapping? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Fuck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
spit something then.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Don't ask me because I'm not saying it, but ask somebody else because I can't spit not a nothing.
Yeah.
My cadence 0. Sorry, keep going.
I also think one of the challenges we face is there's like a lot of material. When like I feel like when you're a solo artist, you're like, okay, like I wrote as much as I wanted to write. This is 3 minutes, and like oftentimes we'll be like, yo, with the feature, this is a 7-minute song. Like this, you know, this can't be this long. Which is just a fun, I don't know. I was just thinking about that because the song we did the other day, I was like, this song is way too fucking long.
How do you, so then what do you do in that aspect? I mean, if you have a 7-minute song, do you cut it in two? I mean, I'm sure there's amazing bars in that you don't want to get rid of.
I think you just trim it down and you learn to let go.
I'm not really good at that.
Right, same. I mean, that's probably like what we should do, what we will do, but like thus far, just like fuck you, it's a cipher.
There you go.
Real hip hop.
Yada. So did you cut it?
So that one,
Yeah.
no.
For sure.
No.
Case in point.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
It
hear
wasn't actually 7 minutes, though.
How long?
I think it's like 4.5.
Oh, damn. I was thinking 7.
Yeah, but it's like a slow cadence. It's like it drags out
It
for
does.
sure.
Ooh.
Like I was listening to it, I was like, you've been rapping for too long. But
Shut up. You said enough.
You love it.
yeah.
Is there a particular song or project that best represents who Sweet A is? And if so, why?
Oh man, you gonna make me pick a child? That's crazy.
Who's your favorite
Yeah.
baby?
There's only 2 right now. There's a bastard one that nobody knows about. But
We all got one of those in our family.
right. I think we would probably agree on this. Ghost Town, our debut EP as far as anybody knows. The first one to be anywhere but SoundCloud. 'Cause that one, honestly, that album would be a great answer to your question about Sacramento and how that like influenced us. That album is like not about Sacramento, but it's just a very Sacramento perspective.
It's about ghosts in a town.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that was a line of his that said, yeah, it was our ghost town. We don't fuck with y'all at all. And I was like, dude, that's got to be the name of the album, Ghost Town.
I love that.
Because there's like the irony of Sacramento being like more populated now than it ever has. And there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more that the powers that be are trying to get going on. And we're supposed to be like more of a destination now. But yeah, to us, I don't know. We've lived here our whole lives and been through some shit, to put it lightly. So this place has some ghosts for us. And
I think Sacramento right now wants to put a coat of paint on, and it doesn't want to solve any of the issues that it needs to solve.
That makes sense.
You know.
Do you guys typically write songs for an album and then name it later? How does that process go? I've never really thought about it until you guys just said that.
We definitely do titles we never
Yeah.
know what
Okay.
anything is called until
definitely.
it's time
It's
to
created.
Yeah, I'll be like uploading it to the distributor like what
Do we capitalize this?
Yeah.
what is the name of the song? Yeah.
Who, do you guys both kind of, will you put your foot down for a name of song? Or who was like, okay, all right, we've been sitting on this song for too long, like, we're going to do this?
That's collaborative.
Yeah.
That's a conversation.
Good. So you guys, there's not like one that you have to like reel in.
Yeah, not usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean, he's like more insane, but usually I think we're both pretty reasonable when it comes to the actual music. I think that's when we're both always just level-headed, and that's when we have our calmest conversations.
That's really cool.
He definitely has to push me to put some things out
Yeah.
sometimes, or like stop redoing certain things.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he's definitely the voice of like, okay,
So yeah, that's what I was at. Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I see how you guys work so well together, but
Yeah.
there is like one that's like, okay, like we got to hone in on this type.
Yeah.
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 Looking ahead, what's next for Sweet A, and what should fans be watching for?
Oh man. Well,
Shit,
climate
man.
change.
We're gonna
Water
relapse, write the
Wars.
best album of all time,
Yeah!
and then die. Probably.
No, don't do that.
No, one of us has to die, that the other is
Oh yeah.
propelled
Yeah,
forward.
for sure.
By that. Come on, man.
Yeah, dibs on dying.
Dibs.
Dibs on dying.
Yeah.
Just I guess breaking out of the local scene a little bit. We really want to tour. That's always been I guess the main goal. Yeah, go see some shit, make some money,
Yeah.
play music for some new people.
We want to tour. I think we want to get better. Like, we want to become better rappers and musicians and live performers. And I think that, like, that's always the next thing is, like, okay, like, what can we do to say what we want to say in a way that is more, whatever. I mean, I guess, like, good is subjective, but, like, my big, like, thing recently has just been, like, let's take more time on stuff. Let's be more intentional.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck the plan. Fuck the algorithm. Like,
Yeah.
that shit gets in your head, man.
Oh, it's so don't let it. It's so stupid. It is so.
Uh-huh.
And I think the algorithm is just there to piss you off. If you're not giving them money, they're just
Right.
the better you do, the more they're gonna screw you over. So
Yeah. What do you want? Is this the part where we go through, like, actually what we have coming up, or
Yeah.
is it more like
that was the second one.
theory?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna have you look at that camera and
Okay.
then the one in the corner and let us know what you have coming out, how to find you on social
fuck
media,
yeah.
what platforms your music is on, all that. Ready, set, go.
A lot more conceptual projects in the future. The first one being with Coffee the Great and Rashawn Bell. It's called When Pigs Fly, and we're actually gonna get a little revolutionary.
Really mean.
And we are playing a show at the Starlet Room on August 14th, as well as the 27th of this month, playing a show in our backyard
Yay.
with DZ Grove, James Kazada, Suki, Lil Marvelous, and Kifa.
Yep.
Did I
How
miss
do-
anybody?
No, that's everybody.
How
Yeah.
would someone get those tickets? Are those online? Is it invite only?
Those are online at the
Yeah.
link in our bio.
Yeah, you buy it, you get the Addy. And that is actually probably should have been the first answer to the question for what's next for us is trying to create a space there. That kind of happened by accident because a venue of ours pulled out 3 days before the show. Not by any fault of their own. They were also victims in that situation, but yeah, we had to do it by necessity, and it was just such a beautiful night that happened. We really just couldn't say no to more, and yeah, now that's kind of a big part of the immediate goals now is yeah, bringing the
House
the
venue.
backyard shit back.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I
we
can totally see you guys.
we really
That's
want to use that to just do stuff that we think is important, and kind of create a communal space and a space where people feel like they can come and have a good time and connect with things
And like
get
be
out
safe
whatever they need to get
and
out
respected.
Yeah.
and yeah, safe and respected for sure. That's a big deal. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna blow up and act like we don't know nobody.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
The duo's gonna split up. We're gonna beef with each
We're
other.
gonna beef.
That shit's
Okay.
gonna be
That's gonna be
legendary.
fun.
Solo projects.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to choose up for real.
And for the Starlet Show, if you RSVP at the link in our bio, you get a free demo tape with stuff that might never come out on it. So do that. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
But
That's
it's-
really cool.
Yeah.
Is the rest of the bill on board with that, by the way, yet? Are they,
Well-
are they participating?
I mean, we're just gonna put our demos on there if nobody else wants to put demos on there.
Word.
We have
So at
like
the very least.
so many demos.
Sweet A demos.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for being here. It was great getting to know you guys and sitting down and chatting with you.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Really
As soon as I
appreciate
saw this setting, I immediately went from like so chill and like I'm the shit to like, oh man, I'm so anxious. This is crazy. I don't belong here.
You do. You totally do.
You have a very calming presence.
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, this was like really
Actually,
really
just fun.
chill as far as interviews
Yeah.
go. That was fun.
I mean, I
Also-
could get crazy if you want me to get crazy. I'm just kidding.
No, let's
do that.
Okay, let's ask the real questions.
All right, y'all, we out.
This brother from Detroit.